So when was the last time you checked your default settings? I don't mean the ones on your phone or anything like that. I mean your default settings. And have you taken time to challenge them lately? And why am I asking this question? Well, because we all have those things that we do in a certain way, and it works for us. That's why we keep doing it the same way. But the problem with that is if we never stop and question why we're still doing something a particular way, we start to get ourselves locked inside the box. And then that's when people start telling you things like, oh, but for this thing, you need to think out of the box. And you go to do that, and then you're kind of like, ooh, I haven't practiced doing that for a while. I'm not feeling so good about doing that right now. It's hard. It feels weird because if you spend so much time stuck inside the box, it is much harder to do those things that are sort of out of the box thinking. So, what I'm going to encourage you to do is stop and intentionally challenge some of your default settings. So, what could that look like? Maybe you take a different route to the store instead of taking that same path you always take. Maybe it's just reading a book in a different topic, something that doesn't seem like it's relevant to anything you're working on, but you never know when those connections are going to help you make other connections to solve some problem in the future. So anytime you can intentionally stop and think about how can I practice challenging my default settings. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get rid of them because those default settings also serve you really well. They give you those shortcuts. They give you the security of knowing you know how to do something. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. But it's a really good practice to challenge yourself a little bit and try something new and just make sure that those default settings are still the best ones for you because sometimes we get so used to doing something some way, we overlook the fact that there might be a new, better way to do it, or there might just be a new, different way to do it. And even if that way doesn't turn out to be better for you, it might be better for somebody else. So if you end up helping somebody else to learn how to do something, showing them your way may not be the best way for them. But if you've had that experience of trying to think about what's another way to do this, you might end up having a better experience for both of you. So that's your challenge for today. Challenge your default settings. So let me know what you do. Let me know what settings you take a crack at challenging. See you next time.